Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CnS News, consistently bringing you the reporting that's not going to change your life whatsoever. My name is Rhys Killiams, and I'll be joining you this evening. Tonight we're back with follow-up reporting, continuing our investigation on the impacts of COVID-19. As the nation and the world remains in the grips of this incredibly destructive phenomena, we continually see the impacts of quarantine evolve exponentially. In previous reporting, we brought you coverage from our very own living room to show the destructive damage that's being done to homes all across the nation. And tonight, we're going to try to peer into that same world through a bit of a different lens. Last week, due to various restrictions in place, we were unable to leave the studio and provide all the coverage we could. But tonight, we'll get a very real glimpse at the situation outside these four walls. One of our CNS on-the-ground reporters, A-acob, is currently outside risking his life for the sake of this story. Let's see if we can connect with him now. A-acob, are you there? Can you hear us?
Yes, Rhys, coming in loud and clear.
Fantastic. Could you go ahead and break down where you are and what you're seeing for our audience?
Well, Rhys, I'm on location in Isla Vista, California, where COVID-19 has turned the place into a bit of a ghost town. Streets normally filled with UCSB students and bikers are now eerily empty as the vast majority of them evacuated about 6 weeks ago.
I see. What does the air feel like? Are you picking up any bad vibes or perhaps negative juju? I'm told the air is stiff with the stench of death. The sky's dark as the apocalypse looms among us. Is this true?
No, not at all. Quite the opposite, actually.
Well, isn't that lovely to hear? What's it really looking like out there, A-acob? Tell us more.
Well, Rhys, it's a beautiful day outside. Mother Nature doesn't seem too upset that quarantine has given her a much-needed chance to breathe and repair. It's as if she's throwing the shackles off from her last toxic relationship. Looking to the future with excited eyes for the first time in a long time. Really rediscovering her self-worth. But the air is crisp, the streets are clean, and the sunsets have been quite beautiful as of late. For those still in the area, it's become a bit of a secluded paradise. As long as you act responsibly, taking a brisk walk or run shouldn't be too much of a danger to anyone. I feel almost sorry that we're going to whip Mother Nature right back into that toxic relationship as soon as this is all over. But, as the president would say, climate change isn't real. Am I right?
Indeed you are! Though our lives are falling apart, it is truly nice to know that Mother Nature is 30, flirty, and thriving. I know you already mentioned it's a bit of a ghost town, but do you think you can find anyone close by who might be willing to answer a couple of questions?
No, not really. Oh, wait, I think I see someone. We're gonna go try to catch up with them. All right.
Sir!
No worries. Take all the time you
please.
need. While we wait for A-acob to catch up to his potential interviewee, here's a word from our sponsor.
Man, I wish I had more pillows. Oh my god, pillows everywhere. I love pillows. Pillows.
This ad brought to you by Pillows.
And we're back! Let's check back in with A-acob, who was recently trying to catch up to a jogger to interview. A-acob, ever catch that jogger?
Yeah, sir. Shit, this sprung for the Peloton. Ooh. Breathe, brother, breathe. Thanks. Oof. Oh. No, unfortunately. But we did end up connecting with this gentleman here. What did you say your name was again, sir?
Yeah, my name is Silas Baker.
Well, Mr. Baker, my name is A-acob Jcosta, a reporter with CnS News. Do you mind if we ask you a couple questions?
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Well, since I'm sure you're aware of recent events, there's been a lot of negativity in the news lately. So instead of discussing any of that, let's talk about anything positive that's come into your life since quarantine began.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. For starters, the streets are empty, which is nice. It's pretty cool that Phase 1 has scared everybody away and is making them stay in their houses. More room for me, baby. Then secondly, shooting ranges are less crowded, which is nice. And then I'd be lying if I said I wasn't looking forward to Phase 2.
I'm sorry, Phase 1, Phase 2? I'm not quite sure what you're referring to there.
Oh. Y'all must be sipping the Kool-Aid too. I assume since y'all were journalists, y'all wouldn't be so naive. Damn.
What exactly is it we're naive about?
Well, I guess I can let you know only because you asked nicely, but brother, coronavirus is only step one in a three-part plan concocted by the deep state, which is run by the Clintons and the Obamas, and has been a prophecy set in motion to come true since Obama set the gears in motion in 1933. It's what all the surveillance they've been capturing via the bird cams has been for all this damn time. Please tell me you at least know that birds aren't real.
Of course. So what exactly happens in phase 2 then?
Well, I guess I can let you know because you asked nicely, but in phase 2, they make a vaccine for this thing, and then they give it to us, and COVID-19 isn't such a big deal anymore.
That doesn't sound too bad.
It's not. Until, like I mentioned, you remember that phase 2 just sets up phase 3.
That's how numbers work. So what happens in phase 3?
All right, I'll tell you. But I don't have time to slow down, okay? I know that some people get a little bit lost, and it's not the easiest to understand for the less intellectually inclined, if you know what I mean. But essentially, we all get this vaccine, right? And on the plus side, it does cure the Rona, which is fantastic. But it also implants us all with microscopic nanobots that the government has been developing since the 70s, okay? These nanobots get within our bodies, they grow, they replicate until they are abundant within all of our bloodstreams. Then, in about 5 years, give or take, when it's essentially guaranteed that every American citizen has these nanobots in them, the government will activate them, which will collectively teleport us all to Earth 2, where, and this is the important part, we begin society anew. I'm just kidding. You should have seen the look on your face, brother. Earth 2 is just like our Earth, except they have socialized medicine in America, and we didn't mess up the planet so bad. It's basically like the Earth and the America that you know today, except JFK and MLK had not been assassinated, and we only elected Democrats after like 1965.
Huh, well I wouldn't mind that too much.
Yeah, it's not too terrible. The only job we as the little creatures down on this here planet need to be concerned with is staying woke, brother. And with that, this is for you. There you go. I'm off.
He, just handed me some trash. Well, that's the situation on the ground in Isla Vista, folks. If you didn't know, now you do. I sure am looking forward to 2025. You can't write this stuff. Back to you, Riss.
Maybe we can make plans to meet up and hop over to Earth 2 together. Goes to show you just how diverse the experience on the ground can be sometimes. Leaving on that silly note, that will conclude our reporting for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Next time on CNS News, cats! A new study finds that cats are actually fully capable of human speech. They simply don't want to talk to us. Tune in next time for the full story. Here at CNS News, we promise to consistently bring you the stories that won't change your life whatsoever. This is Riss Gilliams, signing off.
And that's a cut.
Is it bad? Like, I don't hate it. I don't hate his theory. Like, but what does that say about